material.
Nice piece of material.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, it's
Hello.
a fine
Yes.
fabric.
Welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. Where'd our computer go? It's here last week. Remember
They come and they
that?
go.
We're on our own. What do you want to talk about?
Well, this week,
Yes.
we've got a number of things to talk about that could affect all of us in the Las
Maybe.
Cruces Metroplex.
Metroplex. We are part of the El Paso, Las Cruces metropolitan area.
Megalopolis, yes.
Hopefully by now you don't have to read the sports pages to find out that they want to build a new baseball stadium plop down in the middle of El Paso, right where you get off the exit to go downtown from I-10.
Now, here's what I don't understand. Somebody is really selling El Paso a bill of goods.
Something.
Because they're going to be expected
knock down
to
that
tear
building.
down that building.
This building they're going to knock down.
And a few other buildings.
City Hall and the next building on our little panoply.
To make
anybody in the studio?
To make a stadium.
And they're going to tear down the Las Cruces Children's Museum, tear both of them down to make a piece of green that people can play baseball on. How long is baseball season anyway? Like 8 months max? 7 months?
Yeah, something like that. And where are they going to park? I don't see any parking structures.
It's going to be crazy. They don't have them there yet. But you put a place in the middle of a vibrant, moving city where you have tons of workers. There's tons of workers at the downtown City Hall all day long. They're going to be eating lunch in the downtown area. They do lots of things.
Week out.
You have a baseball stadium. You mostly can get people to go eat dinner really fast or at the stadium twice a week.
I think El
max.
Paso is being sold a bill of goods because they've got a perfectly good stadium out on the west side. It's called Diablo Stadium, where the Diablos play. Now they're losing the Diablos.
Trying to get to Tucson, somebody or others.
So whatever minor league team they can bring in there, they can use the Diablo Stadium. It can be retrofitted and enlarged if they need to.
Traffic will be a boondoggle in downtown. They already have the city center, El Paso City Center there, and that's a boondoggle. What if they have two things at the same time? Traffic will be backed up on I-10 forever. It'll be ridiculous.
Yeah, and in August you're going to have the El Paso Classic Film Festival going on there,
where a lot of classic film people go.
Right downtown. My film is going to be showing
there.
There's
lots of things, which we know is going to get at least 10 to 20,000 people right there.
Easily.
Easily.
You've got other things going on
it?
at the Civic Center in El Paso.
This is
road shows.
A cultural center. They have the Children's Museum, which is part of the museum center, and there's let's see, in that direction, which my hand can't go over. How come they can do it on the Jon Stewart show, whereas it goes over? Anyway, there's the regular museum there. It's a wonderful cultural place, downtown El Paso.
Sports always
Sports is not
culture.
Sports is not culture. Anybody could hit a ball. I've once done it. I did it once.
Did you once?
Yeah, it was sitting there. I just hit it, and that showed it not to bounce around on me anymore.
Well, okay, folks. So now El Paso, I think, is being rushed into something.
$50 million. El Paso City Board passed it. Now they got to figure out how to get money for it. They're going to try to do a lodger's tax. If they get that voted down, they just raise the already high real estate taxes for people in El Paso. El Paso is starting to get more people. Don't quash it by getting something so much of a whim like this.
They've got a very nice stadium out on the east side. I don't know why they can't use that.
I agree. Let's worry about our own city.
That's right.
Las Cruces.
Las Cruces.
If
it was ranked by Forbes.
Right. If El Paso can't take care of itself, we'll take care of us.
That's right, because El Paso was not ranked in the top 25 places to retire. Not. But Las Cruces was.
We are, and Forbes knows what they're talking about because they're talking business. We have good weather, we have the university, we have, what else do we have?
Well, there's
plenty of restaurants, we have moderate health care.
Plenty of places to go in the surrounding area for outdoor activities.
Cost of living is low.
Yes.
You
can always go to Juarez.
You always could for a nice cheap meal. And
but now doesn't mean you come back.
You could shoot the breeze, or the breeze could shoot you.
Yes.
Las Cruces has a lot of things. Let's spend a few moments recapping.
What does it have?
It has an aquatic center.
Oh. Have you ever been there?
You say you've been there.
No, I haven't.
Does it look like this? Where's our producer?
It's basically
Does
a
it look like
giant
this?
kiddie pool.
There it is.
It's a giant kiddie pool.
I can't believe it looks like that.
It's really not made for adults, but they call it an aquatic
You know why?
center.
Because adults would get lost swimming there. They never know how to get out. It's like a rat's maze
they get lost
for
in
dolphins.
in the yellow water.
But the aquatic center is now going to have a cardio center, which isn't as great as it sounds, because it's going to be 4 recumbent bicycles, 4 elliptical machines.
Yeah. Oh, 4. You mean counting 4, not in favor of.
4, that's how many.
I see.
A little weightlifting and a room to do yoga, or now everybody's doing Zumba.
I don't
You ever
know
do
why.
Zumba?
No.
You should. You need it for
Anything
your
called
health.
Zumba, I wouldn't do.
Zumba, it's good. It tastes good too. Oh, you're not supposed to lick it. Anyway, when they open it, which is July 16th, it'll be $2 every time you go in. You know, if you go more than 3 times a week, you might as well join a real gym.
It's true.
But if you don't go, why do you go in the first place? Cardio you need on a regular basis. You should be doing cardio on a regular basis.
Just take a walk. That's what I do.
That's a good thing to do.
What else?
There's a great place to walk. It's called the Oregon Mountains. The county commission voted to have it turn into a 600,000 acre monument. You think this? I wonder if they're counting linear feet there too.
I don't know.
Are acres straight down, or are they
Altitudinal?
Yeah, I don't know. But 600,000. Of course, Steve Pierce is against that. He thinks only 50,000 acres because we need some acreage for oil drilling or mining uranium and stuff like that. The
And
ranchers
building
are
houses,
against it.
Of course.
Building houses up the side.
Well, the ranchers are using it now to graze their cattle free of charge.
And they will be able to do it once it's a national monument. As well as they say, oh, the farmers will be encroached upon. I don't think you can farm sideways.
There's no farming up there,
No,
folks, unless you're
there
farming
isn't.
for
Oh my
prickly pear
God,
cactus.
look, it's coming back.
They're not.
You don't have to, because you have a very big one in front of your house, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So there you go. You have all that food.
Oh my God. Oh my
and,
God.
What else does Las Cruces have? That's for you'll be able to walk around there.
Well, it's got a lot of restaurants.
We do have a lot of restaurants. Brooke Stockburger said something about the Mexican restaurants having a monopoly on restaurants. Actually,
Oh my God.
American food restaurants have a monopoly. But if you consider something like Carl's, an American food restaurant,
Denny's.
they have a green chili burrito. Denny's probably has green chili. So they all have some Mexican food. Even McDonald's. Not that we know anything about McDonald's.
Well,
we?
there's one thing that Mexican restaurants have a monopoly on, and that's Mexican food.
They do, except a lot of them serve hamburgers.
With green chili.
Green chili, there is such a thing. Are we up to the green chili? Yes, we are. New Mexico green chili is a trademark, and it's going to be at least followed up on.
And,
what is that?
Well, these are green enchiladas right there.
Yes.
Green chicken enchiladas.
When you think about it, Mexican food has everything that every other cultural food has. It's got cheese,
Tortillas?
it's got meat, and it's got bread. So Mexican food really should be everything. One of the good things about here, mom and pop Mexican restaurants. They're great.
Yeah. Now, what about restaurants that we don't have?
Whoa, thinking about the negative again, are you?
No, I'm positive.
Thinking about
this is a
you're
positive.
positive? Oh, you
Yeah,
see a vacuum,
because-
you see a need?
Well, I mean, we have enough Mexican restaurants. We have enough steakhouses.
Yes, we
We have
do.
enough chain restaurants, I think.
Yes.
Mediocre chain restaurants. But what we don't have are something like an Indian restaurant.
We once had an Indian restaurant not
Yes.
so long ago.
Yes, I like that restaurant very well, too.
And 20 years ago, there was an Indian restaurant, I understand.
There was. But they've gone away now.
Apparently,
how about Italian restaurants? We only have 2.
A Korean
3.
restaurant just opened, and we've had a number.
yes.
We've had a spate of Vietnamese Thai
Thai
restaurants.
restaurants. We've always had a few
The
of
Thai
those.
restaurant on Solano gave way to the Korean restaurant now on Solano.
Yes, I haven't. We haven't. Maybe
I
we'll eat
was there.
and
I was
report
there.
back. Oh,
I ate there.
Okay.
Friends of ours really loved.
a lot of pork.
No, a lot of beef. They have short ribs, which 2 separate groups of friends of ours both loved, as well as the bulgogi, which is finely sliced beef that's marinated, and it comes with either brown or white rice, and it's okay.
How was the kimchi?
It's not great. The kimchi, the cabbage kimchi is nice and spicy. I don't know if they have a jicama kimchi and a cucumber kimchi, which were pleasant. They weren't really the greatest. and Dyer on El Paso. That street has tons of Korean
That's
restaurants
true. I've eaten a
where you
couple
can
of
get
them.
really good kimchi.
Right.
So some people like the Korean restaurant. Some people are.
I'm that way too. There's not a lot for me
Indian
there
food.
because they're heavy beef, heavy pork, and I don't eat
They do
either
at
one of
least
those.
have one chicken thing. They have an iced soup, which looked kind of interesting, with buckwheat noodles. They put beef in it. They could probably slice up and put chicken in for people like you who are afraid of eating cows because you never want to eat anything that's bigger than you.
So it's like 38th parallel gazpacho.
No, it's a chicken broth.
Oh,
Yes, gazpacho.
well now.
Zaffiro's is making gazpacho now.
Well, Zaffiro's, you know, that's an Italian named restaurant.
It is an Italian restaurant. It's also big on pizza, but they also have pasta.
That's true. Well, that's good that they're still here because we've lost, well, 3 or 4 Italian restaurants this year alone. And
Yes, that's true. We have.
we're
3 or
down to
4.
just a hand, 3 or 4
How
tops.
come the 3 or 4, all the 3 or 4 that left were called Lorenzo's of some sort?
That's right. We lost 3 Lorenzo restaurants,
3 Lorenzo restaurants.
2 different owners.
Yeah.
So there's only 1 Lorenzo's left on University,
Yes.
right?
And they're up in their game there, so that's good.
That's good. But
Good for you,
know,
Vince.
as far as Italian restaurants go, I don't count Olive Garden as an Italian
Well,
restaurant.
I
I'm
do.
sorry, that's
I
that's
do.
a chain restaurant.
You
That's its own
never
animal.
eat there because, first of all, they have a whole different kind of food, and
Everything
what are you
tastes
afraid
the
of?
same.
No, it doesn't. They do
It does in
different
El
things.
Paso.
That's 'cause it's El
Everything tastes the
Paso.
same.
You mean it's tomato sauce? It's what do you
Or-
eat
or it's
there? You
Alfredo
eat chicken.
sauce.
You
It
eat
all
chicken.
tastes the same. I'm sorry.
You know who's got good Italian? Oh, you know, we didn't even think about this. Pizzeria Uno. You know, they do a triple sauce. I know you don't like chains. They do a sauce that emulates a very good bolognese.
Oh, it's got meat in it.
Yes.
So I
well,
wouldn't
it's
eat
not
it.
my fault that you don't eat meat, is it?
So, are you considering them an Italian restaurant?
I think they are an Italian restaurant.
Well,
I think
I-
they are.
you know-
officially. I didn't think about that before.
I never did either, but they are a chain Italian
are a
restaurant.
chain
So we have 2
Italian
chain
restaurant.
Italian restaurants in town.
Yeah.
Then there's always Polaro's over on Picacho.
How many people in this? Raise your hand in town if you've ever eaten Polaro's. Nobody.
Say, well, somebody is because he's been in business for 30
He's been
years.
in business. It's got to be something else. I don't know what else it is because going to Polaro's is crazy. You mentioned we don't have any Cypriot restaurants.
Yeah, what this town needs is a good Cypriot restaurant. And
Because every other town does. You know, if you want good Cypriot food, you have to go to Vado or Hatch.
well, you can definitely find them in London. That's where I was introduced to the Cypriot restaurants.
Yes. What's so good? You know, Cyprus is a combination of Greek and Turkey, and they fight in the middle. So what do you do in a Cypriot restaurant? You say, "Give me the ketchup," and they say, "No, it's mine." And no,
The
you just-
tzatziki sauce.
or
no.
whatever it is, or the hummus. I mean, what is Turkish food? How is Turkish food different than Greek food?
Well, you got to
Just
go to,
because
you have
it's
to go
angry.
to a Cypriot restaurant and find out. Now we do have a couple of Middle Eastern restaurants, and they're fine.
We do have some
I
good ones.
enjoy
We
them.
have the Faux Saigon and the
That's
other-
not no, Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Not Mid-Eastern.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm thinking of Far Eastern.
Far East. Yeah, this is Near East.
We do have Santorini. We have ID,
Santorini,
which is
and
a
the
classic on
International
Tiffany.
Delights. Oh, you know what? Another Italian restaurant I thought of was SI.
That's right. Nobody.
Well, with a name like SI, you don't know if it's Sweet Indulgence.
Yes.
You don't know if it's C. You
simply
don't know what it is.
indescribable.
Outrageous. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
guess
that is
that's it.
Italian. It's not bad. They have a fairly good wine list.
And health food. We need a health food restaurant too.
We had a health food restaurant
We've had a few.
years ago, like about 10 years
I
ago.
mean, the co-op sells little snacks at lunchtime, but that's about it.
That's right. If
Yeah.
you want to stay healthy, what?
Open a restaurant.
We'll go to your house, right? Because you only eat healthy food.
I only eat healthy food.
Don't you inject your chickens even before
I deject them.
You deject them.
Yeah.
You give them little anti-something shots.
So with that thought,
We're going to take a break.
We're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come back and talk about food and all kinds of other
And 4th of July,
cool
it's
things.
coming up.
And cats.
Welcome to La Buena Vida Women's Club, located away from the crowds but close to home. Come in throughout the day for Jazzercise, the world's dance fitness leader for nearly 40 years. Treat yourself to a relaxing massage, or unwind in the lounge area or outside on the balcony with friends. La Buena Vida Women's Club, located and designed with women in mind. For information, call Diane 509721.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come
and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
Taunton Interiors, make yourself a beautiful home.
The most beautiful homes in Las Cruces have one thing in common. It's Don Tan Interiors, the local experts in granite countertops and fine kitchen cabinetry. When it comes to home improvement, think Don Tan Interiors.
Taunton Interiors, make yourself a beautiful home.
Look, I told you, I don't know where I want to eat
So,
tonight. What do you want to eat?
I don't know. Do you want to eat at the Chinese place?
I don't know.
Because I like a lot of Chinese restaurants.
What Chinese? Really?
Oriental Palace, my favorite.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's talk about this later.
Oh, okay.
Michael and I really can't talk face to face because,
We scare each other.
we're mortal enemies.
This close, to see him in HD, 3D, HD, it's too much. He's like round. I know you look at his face and you think it's flat, but it's got this shape to it. Notice, see, one hand goes before. It's like amazing.
Speaking of 3D, I just saw Prometheus yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Did he still have his liver?
And I recommend it.
Oh,
the Ridley Scott
in
motion
3D?
picture. That's kind of, it's like the Alien movies. It's like Alien.
Oddly enough, because he did the Alien movies.
He did one of them.
Oh, the first one.
The first one, Alien.
Yes.
But then there were three more after that. This kind of is a precursor to that one.
Oh, so it should
It's a
be good.
prequel. Yeah,
Well.
I liked it a lot. It was in 3D.
Well, that's something you could do on 4th of July, which is coming up in the middle of the week. Get ready with your
Fireworks.
What are those things? They look like party candles, fireworks. What about fireworks?
Well,
There's
those
a
are-
debate.
Those are finger blowers off.
You talk about fireworks being dangerous for people who use them, but it's dangerous for the land, which is very dry
Yes.
around them.
Yes, and houses that sit upon the land.
And we are drier this year than we were in the previous years.
Probably any year.
We've had lots of fires throughout the
Yes.
region.
Which means from now until, who knows, a couple of weeks after the 4th of July, people continuously will be setting up fireworks, and the homeowners
Have to worry about
their grounds burning up, their house burning up.
So keep your lawns watered.
Especially if you live out in the county, like I do, because the restrictions there are much more lax, and the chance for fire is much greater. So we are on the constant alert out there.
Well, you don't have to worry because you back up on an arroyo or a drainage ditch.
It's an irrigation ditch, which is dry.
But the fire would have to jump this far to get to your house, right?
Not if it catches my neighbor's house on fire.
Well, their dogs will start barking, and then you're safe.
Well, they're not going to put it out.
You know what you do? You go and you take your swamp cooler head off, and you just let the pump keep going, and it just sprays water all over the place.
It does that anyway.
Oh, that's good. You should get somebody who knows what they're doing to fix it.
I appreciate your assistance, though.
Anyway, so here's something. We're back to that. No, we're catching up. Oh, I love enchiladas.
Fireworks is where we are.
We're at fireworks.
Now,
we're going to the
4th of
more
July
fireworks.
is coming up here.
As a kid, did you play with a lot of fireworks?
I did.
We never did.
I was a fireworks fanatic.
We never did. And I don't really, like many sparklers.
I finally
Sparklers.
outgrew the firework fanaticism that I had.
That shows you don't put your finger in the wrong place.
Well, this man is digitized.
Yes.
Or digitized.
Everything he types will be missing one letter. He'll just have a gap. He might as well just use the space thing.
Yeah, so fireworks can be dangerous, even for the people using them, but primarily for the people upon whose land they land while
so
still
you
burning.
don't want to do that. You also want to drink in moderation during July 4th. I know we're very happy that we are independent, because what England did to us shouldn't happen to anybody. And we're still mad at England. And that's why I don't know why you were in London to these Cypriot restaurants, but hopefully it was...
Because it was better than the British restaurants.
The Brits like Indian food too.
Well, there's a lot of Indian food.
Do,
yeah,
because they
who can
took
eat that
over
British
India.
food? Yes. Well, also on the 4th,
DWI.
will be saturation points all around the county and the town, I guess the county.
So don't get saturated.
And, well, you definitely don't want to drive while drunk. You don't want to mess with fireworks while drunk.
And you don't want to set off fireworks in your car while you're driving drunk through a checkpoint.
So they'll also be enforcing fireworks laws around the county. So
Which they never do.
Which they never
just
do.
wave you on usually.
Well, if you are setting off fireworks that you're not allowed to have within the city limits.
Right. And that's if you're driving around Connecticut. They're probably enforcing them in Connecticut
That's
too.
a constable car from East Grinstead. I don't know.
Is it? That's the car. I hear that. That's the car that picked up Teddy Kennedy. That's the bridge.
Chappaquiddick.
Yeah. So watch out for
That's right.
drinking.
That's right.
Maybe
Play it
next
cool.
week. We haven't done a tasting in 3 or 4 weeks. We'll have to do a post 4th of July tasting.
Next week, maybe.
What do
we can
people usually drink on
taste
4th
some
of July?
nice
What do you do?
libations.
You can't have rum because that was going to be our next one, right?
Is it?
Because it's a different holiday. What's 4th of July?
4th?
Beer?
I don't
Just
know.
beer?
They drink a lot of beer on
We
the
don't
4th.
want to drink that much beer.
They do.
We like flavorful things.
Also going on this weekend
Yes.
are pet adoptions. Pet adoptions are happening this weekend. Today, in fact, Saturday.
And today is what, the last day?
And today, you can do like I did and adopt a cat free of charge. No adoption fees
A
whatsoever.
mature cat, right?
Mature cat. This cat was about 2 years old.
Not like that cat.
So they consider that an adult cat. It's been microchipped. It's been fixed. It's had its shots, free of charge. Although it did take about an hour and a half to go through the entire process. Once you go up there, you look at the animals, you select one out, you deal with it one-on-one.
Your
make
friend
your
talks to
selection.
you and fights with you about which one to get.
Yeah, right. Then you put the cat back. And this poor cat had been in a cage for 3 months. So his claws had grown long, and they were sticking to the carpet on the bottom.
That must have been great when he took it away and just.
Yes.
that it?
And he walks around the house like this, sticking to the carpet now.
Did you buy him sandpaper? I mean, that's what you give him.
We have to have his claws clipped. We're going to have that done. And but anyway,
So
we got a free cat, and today's the last day of the month that you can get a free adult cat because they're overrun with cats down there. Oh man, there's a couple other ones I wish we could have gotten, but we got one.
It leaves it to you.
And we'll bring the pictures of him next week, maybe. Her, rather.
Her.
Yes.
You should. Good. You tell me so we know what Calico is all about.
That's right. We will do that.
Are we pushing ourselves
No,
hard?
we're not there yet. Yeah, because this weekend we have pet adoptions going on at the farmers market downtown
As well,
until about 1 o'clock. Also at Tractor Supply.
which has been doing it a lot, haven't they?
They've been helping out
Must
quite
be
a bit on
they must
Saturdays.
be successful there.
Until
They
3
wouldn't
o'clock.
keep doing it if they.
Until 3 this afternoon. And so get a dog or cat. Adult cats are free of charge.
If you want an adult cat.
You want an adult cat. They're already fixed. They know how to use the cat box. This cat's brilliant. He uses the cat box. It knows how to eat.
Oh, and they come.
It's a brilliant-
Actually, they come with the entire lyrics for cats.
They do.
They do, and they can perform it. And if you've ever seen a cat performing cats, they're very authentic. You have to understand cat language, but T.S. Eliot did, and he's a master.
And with that,
What else? Yes, we'll go on to the Warp
Warped
Tour because that
Tour.
was a warped idea.
well, that's coming on. That was yesterday, I guess.
Yes. Did you ever go to the Warp Tour?
I've never been to one.
I was walking through one. It's a cacophony, because
It's like 3 stages going on.
no,
at
it's like
once,
8
right?
stages. It's
Really?
incredible, and you could go there and you could play that rock guitar thing, the rock star thing. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of great cultural things there. Sorry you missed it, guys.
How much does it cost to go in?
It cost $34 to go in yesterday.
That was a lot of money to see a bunch of bands.
It's a fun-filled day when you see that many bands and the names of the bands. There's 30 or 40 different bands.
Right.
You run out of names.
Well,
But they come up with great names. We'd read you the list, but we don't have time.
okay. Well, the Warped Tour. People survived it yesterday.
We hope.
It was 100 and something degrees.
Right, but you're supposed to bring water and
You can buy water there, and they don't allow you. You can't take an ice chest in.
no, but you're allowed. Well, you were allowed 1 bottle cap, sealed. If it's unsealed, if they see that it's unsealed, they pour it out.
Oh, because it might have vodka or something.
I know, which is very good for when it's 110 degrees.
Yeah, that's what you want to have alcohol.
A nicer time to celebrate the 4th of July is the evening. Especially
when it cools down a little bit.
Yes, when it cools down to 97.
Yes, and for instance,
The day before.
on July 3rd,
Yes.
we have the Electric Light Parade, which is a Las Cruces, what do you want to call it? It's a Las Cruces
It's a great tradition. And it's been going
an
on.
Annual tradition.
I hear it's been getting better every year.
Well, it's electric lights, and that's it. They turn the street lamps off. The
It's
Electric
cool.
Light Parade proceeds down. Oh, this year it's in
an
a new
event.
location.
It is? Where? Oh,
Yes, downtown. It's downtown for the first time in 10 years.
that's pretty good because that's where the Centennial Parade was, and that was a pretty good place.
Right.
A lot of viewing there. You could view it from both sides. You could run across the middle of town and
So
see it going back.
that's July 3rd, downtown, Electric Light Parade.
July
and then
4th.
July 4th, of course, is the big event over at Mearsheights Park.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, things going on all day over there.
The Grassroots.
The Grassroots will be performing early.
Do you have that album?
I don't think I do.
I might
no.
have an album. They all look like that in the old days. Smiley, hairy guys.
Well, they were huge hits at the 70s.
To sing the song. Come on.
Midnight Confession.
Here's my midnight confession.
Well, I'm sure you've had a lot of those.
Yes.
And then after the Grassroots,
Yes.
country star
Well,
Tracy,
actually,
Tracy
after
Lawrence.
Grassroots, there is the fireworks.
No.
Yes.
The fireworks is the last thing.
No.
Yes.
It said according to
No.
this. Okay, well, you figure it out.
Tracy Lawrence will be the headlining act.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the last act, then the mayor always comes up there.
The mayor comes up
and he
first.
says a few brilliant words. And then
Everybody's sleeping.
let
at
there
the
be
event.
fireworks.
I believe that you're wrong.
And then when the fireworks are over, that's it for the night.
That's it.
I've been there many times, Michael.
Well, if you go look at the list.
And
Oh, that's Tracy Lawrence.
there he is.
He's The Rock.
and that's the name of his album, apparently.
Isn't he that guy that acts in those movies?
No, that's
The
the
Rock.
Rock. That's the Rock.
That's The Rock.
But he's
His
The
album
Rock.
is The Rock.
But he's not the Rock.
Anyway.
And also, we got a new show coming up, Viva Las Cruces.
Yes.
That's with Jack Lutz and Chris Mitchell, a
Yeah.
couple of radio guys.
What happens in Las Cruces stays in Las Cruces.
And that's Sunday. That's tomorrow at 12 noon, right here on Channel 98.
And do you think we have to leave now and give them room to
Yeah.
do their show?
Yeah, we're out of time. We're out of time now. They're coming up, well, that's tomorrow.
Sunday. But
Anyway,
We're
until
out of
then,
time.
thanks for joining us right here. Here's the grassroots. Can you hear grass growing?
Grassroots.
There's
You have
grassroots.
grassroots under there.
Those are dark roots.
Gray
Gray
roots.
not
Oh, I
grassroots.
thought they were grass.
Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody.
See you later.
See you next week.